2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's great to have you north of the border this week. It's the opening round action of the RBC Canadian Open. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course, bringing all the action, is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, before we get into all the action for this Canadian Open, just a few words on the wonderful St George's Country Club.
Boy, it's this is one of those places you love to come to. It's just one of those old school golf courses, you know, over 100 years old, designed by the famous Stanley Thompson, right downtown city of Toronto. But it's got such this old world feel about it. You know, it wouldn't be so different than like a Winged Foot type golf course with that kind of setting. It's just old school, and when you come there, you know it. There's not a lot of modern things about it, you know, and that's not saying anything bad about it. It's so old school that you know you're going to find penalizing rough. You know you're going to find small rock hard greens. You know that they're going to put a premium on pars. It's just one of those golf courses you can't wait to get to because you don't see them built like this anymore. It's such a treat to be at.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Time for the second shot here at the fourth. Yeah, well played.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Or was that a rush of blood? This one's for bogey. And after that, he'll drop to 1 under par. To par 4, the 5th hole. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. And he's safely on the green with that shot. 18 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 1 under for the day. The 6th hole requires a strong tee shot here at this par 3.
This hole can play anywhere from 170 to 200 plus there, Luke. Don't miss it right or left, though. Those bunkers are nasty.
"13 feet to the cup. Oh, that's a nice line. That is a great birdie putt.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
Here we are at the par 4, 7th hole. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is playing long. It's uphill.
Ah, yes. The gentle fade. The buttercut, if you will.
As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. We have a par 3 on this one. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Was that a rush of blood? Putting for par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead on the tee of the par 5 9th. That one's heading down Broadway. His second shot here. This putt is about 17 feet long. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
Putting for birdie here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
Always great to be in the lead, Luke. There's no doubt about it. But let's face it, lots of golf yet to be played. Let's see how this player handles it.
I tell you what, from the rough, nice.
Yeah, that was a safe play. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
Yeah, this is a big swing of this one. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3. The first of the back 9 par 5s is the 11th.
And this hole we could call what, serpentine maybe, Luke? Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. However, don't get bit and leave it short right in that bunker off the tee, because you will be rattled.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. How good was that putt? And that takes him to 6 under. And our leaders managed to build a 5-shot buffer over the field. That's tidy. Second shot here on the 12th. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Hole number 13, a par 3. Nothing sweeter than a draw like that. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Opting for the 5-iron. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Geez, making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th. Yeah, that one will play. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
A bit too much pace on that one. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Here we are at the par 5 15th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Looking pretty good.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
This season has been consistent. Proof in that he's currently top 10 on the FedEx Cup points list.
And back to the play, shall we? An opportunity for a birdie here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. As we head down the finishing stretch here, Rich, if you want to win a national championship, you've got to step up. First hole, the 16th, a very good par 3.
This is the most difficult par 3 on the golf course by a long shot. Stanley Thompson added some bunkers to the rear of this green just to make the golfers accountable for their distance control. That's just mean.
Just a 4-footer remaining. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Couple of strong par 4s to finish here at Stanley Thompson's masterpiece, St George's. Very good par 4, the 17th.
It is. It started off as a par 5 and now just plays as an enormous par 4. Fairway does camber pretty good from right to left, so you got to challenge that bunker down the right-hand side off the tee.
How close was that to going down? As we head to the next, it's a big 6-stroke advantage for our leader. Welcome to the par 4 18th. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. Well, there you have it, Rich. At the end of the opening round, he finds himself in first place.
Always nice to see your name on top of the leaderboard. Just a slim lead, however, for this player.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, we crown a champion of one of the most historic tournaments in all of golf. It's time for the final round of the RBC Canadian Open. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beem. Glad to have you back with us. All right, Rich, this is a great day for our featured player going to the final round, but there's a name right behind them on the leaderboard that's got to give them some headaches.
He's just one back, Rory, and I don't know about you, Luke, but I'm not a big fan of playing against guys that drive the golf ball like Greek gods. And I can't imagine Rory being on my heels going into Sunday, and I only have a one-stroke lead. No, thank you. This is going to be interesting.
Putting for a par here. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Lovely effort that. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Down here on the 17th, guys, and Justin Thomas just getting ready to hit.
Okay, time to return to the action. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, he's looking at a 25-foot putt from my estimates.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Going with the 5-iron here. Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
And that will take him to 8 under. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Attaboy, good shot. This shot coming from around 220 yards. Currently leading by 3. Going with the 5-wood. Setting up here with a very long putt. So close. Par putt coming up here. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. A long par 4 this hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Standing over his second shot. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Oh, wow. Steady on there. This is a par putt. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
This hole can play anywhere from 170 to 200 plus there, Luke. Don't miss it right or left, though. Those bunkers are nasty.
Time for a little bit of focus here. This is a lengthy putt. Ooh. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We've arrived now at the 7th in the par 4. That's a good-looking shot there. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Now 5 shots up after that hole. The 8th hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, pretty sure this one's going to go up the hill and to the left.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
35 foot from the hole.
Giving this one plenty of space on the left.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. Here we are at the 10th, a par 4.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
Hey, that's golf, isn't it? You get some good breaks and some bad ones. Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table. A chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Ooh, watch this one break. A par putt on the table. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently in first position. On the 11th tee now, a par 5.
And this hole we could call what, serpentine maybe, Luke? Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. However, don't get bit and leave it short right in that bunker off the tee, because you will be rattled.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Birdie putt was oh so close to dropping. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. And as we check the standings, it's a big 5-stroke advantage for our leader. Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled.
And breathe. It avoided the rough.
A bit wild on approach there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Wonderfully played. And he needs this to save par. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Come on, sit. Handy effort, that one. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. John, have you got a read on this one?
It's going to go down the hill, and then it should break left to right.
That putt went a bit long there.
Yeah, that can happen on these greens. They're tricky at times.
Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. Wow, what a putt.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Leading by 3 strokes now. Time to face a par 4 now. And tee shot looks pretty good. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Going with the 7. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is for birdie.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Hole number 15 is a par 5. That was wonderfully done. Yeah, that's a great play, Rich. Not quite on the dance floor, but a mighty drive.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
This is the most difficult par 3 on the golf course by a long shot. Stanley Thompson added some bunkers to the rear of this green just to make the golfers accountable for their distance control. That's just mean.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This one's going down the hill and to the right.
That's frustrating. Unfortunate thing to happen, but it can in golf. This is his 4th shot. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Make this, it'll add up. Look at this one just roll off the green. A bit too much pace, but a chance still to get it back up and in. And unfortunately, the shot limit has been reached on this hole, and this player is going to move on to the next. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Just 2 shots behind. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. It's got a chance. What a putt that was. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. Well, this is an important shot for this player. Knock it close, set up a birdie, and force that play off. That was special. This would be a good putt to make for 71. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt back up there.
And with that, Rich, this one's actually going to extra holes.
Well, he started the back 9 with the lead, but just couldn't maintain that position against some of these top players. Should be exciting to see what will happen in this playoff.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Yeah, good mid-range putt, this one. Right on 17 feet. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Don't you just love to see that? A big-time putt at the right moment.
And that's all she wrote, folks. The game is over. We have a winner.
Well, that's how you take care of business, Rich.
Absolutely. This player grinded through and got the job done and the W.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.